expert level nonsense, discussing anything and everything, and sometimes board games.
And go.
Welcome to the Board Game Snobs podcast. This is the episode for which all have been panning
It's the
for.
one.
Dick Payne, he requested this. He said we should talk about more about movies and me talk about movies, and I'm going to talk about a movie.
They wanted you to do your Lord of the Rings thing.
Oh, I forgot about that.
In other words, be funny, Jerry.
Hey,
Be
before we did,
Like always.
But before we start, Lance Collins says,
who's Lance?
Who?
Enrique's here.
Snap 3.
Oh, no.
Sorry. This is the Board Game Snobs podcast starring
walk on.
Gabi, Enrique, and at the very bottom,
Don't
Jerry.
step on Gabi's voice. It has a very baritone, thick voice.
Snap 3
Am I really
from
here?
Lance Collins. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. He went all the way back.
That's deep cut.
Greetings. I was turned on to your podcast
Okay, interesting.
from Sporadically Bored. I've been listening to the back catalog in order for the last few weeks/months, as much as time allows where I can pay attention. I have to say the Rise of Skywalker banter was on a whole new level, and I loved it. Thank you so much for the banter. It soothes my soul when I'm stressed out. On a darker note, another episode that struck a chord was Gabi talking about his mother passing, and I went through a very similar experience with my mother, and this episode meant a lot to me. Thank you, Lance Collins.
That's very nice. Do you find does it warm the cockles of your heart when people share in your emotional distress over the death of a loved one?
When mothers die, we all share distress.
That's true. My mother's still alive.
Bully for you.
Well, no, I don't. She doesn't like me. My mother.
Do you like your mother?
Oh, I love my mother. She doesn't like me.
My mother, I think my mother loves me.
Your mother sort of kind of likes you.
Yeah.
You're not her favorite child. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Bar none. You are not the favorite
Who's number
child.
one?
Yeah.
Tina's
Tina's
that one
number
over there.
one, followed closely by Sierra.
I'm supposed to be the middle child, and I'm the least favorite child.
The least favorite. But that's okay. okay.
I'm the most well-behaved. I'm always smiling, being happy.
You are.
And how am I still
You're a good
the
person.
least favorite? I don't
No,
But
The
Tina's a
bunch
good
of-
person as well, and Sierra's also a good person.
Eh. At least Sierra. I don't know about Sierra.
I don't know. I overheard Sierra. We were playing pickleball the other day, and there was a young man on the court, and I heard her like giving him a therapy session. And I was like, you're a good. She was like saying, well, maybe you should feel like maybe you need to talk to your parents
I'm
about
not
this
big
and
on
talk about
other
that.
people's emotional labor.
Yeah. I call her
Well,
no.
but she was just being a nice, good person.
Well, Chris, here's the thing. Sierra has.
You love other people's emotional labor.
I do. I lie. I love people's
Here's the
emotions.
thing. Sierra has no filter when
You
she
turn
talks to
Enrique
people.
up?
I turn Enrique down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He's redlining
All
my
right,
ears
so
sometimes.
Tricky
I'm
Dick
sorry.
Payne says, Patreon content, please, for the love of everything good and true, have Jerry do weekly movie plot. That's never going to happen. Plot recaps. I will absolutely resubscribe. Richard, how dare you?
We need that.
Your
back.
faithful listener, Richard Payne.
What?
P.S. Please see the attached Tom Cardy music video about the Lord of the Rings pitch meeting.
I watched Tom Cardy. He's the guy that does all the pitch.
Is that who you ripped your content off from?
I don't know him very well. I don't know him. I don't rip my content from nobody.
Well,
My
Tom
content-
Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom.
Darth Breakers.
Oh.
Oh,
Who?
Darth Plagiars. My
Darth
kids. So
Plagiars.
I'm doing this thing where
was
I.
my idea.
So first off, full disclosure, because I'm all about that. I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the first time. The reason I never watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy is because I had a friend that was obsessed with it back in 2001, 2002, and 2003 when the shows come out. And I said, no, I don't partake. Thank you. I'm not a weirdo. I was a weirdo back then, but I didn't want to watch that mess because it's just swords and stuff.
Can I be completely honest?
Go ahead.
I like to be honest when I can. When the horse wraiths came on screen,
Fourth Wraith?
I was not a horse wraith.
It was a Fourth
I
Wraith.
wasn't watching the Black Stallion callback to the 80s
Horse Wraiths.
when I was watching the horse wraith.
I love going with the.
I was sitting in the movie.
Kentucky and watching the horse racing.
I was sitting in the movie theater watching the horse racing, and I left. They scared me.
You got up. You noped out of there.
I left the theater. I was like, oh, I can't do these races.
Bye. Bye, Pavito.
I can do some Charlie Sheen car races. You ever seen that one?
Out there.
I left.
They went,
And I was like, nope, I'm out.
bye, Frodo. Anyways, so I never watched any of the Lord of the Rings. And then my friend Dan Hughes was going on saying, Jerry, this is my favorite.
Well, he shouldn't watch them. They're super popular. Everybody recommends it. He shouldn't check it out.
He said that. He said, Jerry, this is super popular, and I recommend it. And it's the greatest thing I've ever watched, and it's British. Because is Tolkien British?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Dan thought he was, maybe. I don't know.
Token British man.
And he's token British man. That's who Dan is. He's our token British man. Anyways, I said, Dan, one of these days I will watch this. So I have been introducing my children into theatrical experiences that they should I feel that they should have.
He's an English writer and philologist.
Philologist.
What the heck is that?
He studies feels. All Collins and McGraw. Dr. Phil, he just studies what feels are doing.
Wasn't that the name of the guy on Groundhog Day too?
Yes.
Phil?
Phil?
Is a philology. Philology
That's a great one.
is the study of language.
A philology is three feels that come one. They can show up one right after the other.
Is the study of language and oral and written historical sources. The philology.
Take me home. That's how Phil Collins references from here on out.
I can feel it coming.
So anyways. So my children have been.
Oh Lord.
I understood that my son did not know what Batman was.
Huh?
This made me realize that I had failed as a father.
Wait, what?
Dang.
So like when I said Batman, he had a concept of who Batman was. But in discussing it with my now 13-year-old son.
When was this?
This is yesterday.
What?
He goes, I know who Batman is, but like I've never watched. I said, so like the memes, you understand Batman? He's like, I don't understand. I know who he is, but like DC, Marvel, whatever. That's what he said. Marvel, DC, whatever. And I go,
I have failed you, my son.
I did. I went in my room, my office. I closed the door and I wept. I wept as a good father would. And then I went out. And I said, we're having a family movie.
As I wept bitterly.
So while I was crying,
he doesn't know who Batman is.
I got on my son's computer that I let him use, and I download Arkham Knight. I said, you're going to play this video game until I tell you you're done with it. But before you play this, we're going to watch a movie. So I made my family. I said, we're going to watch
Why do we fall?
We're going to watch Batman Begins. And so my daughter comes in and says, and we're like, we're going to watch Batman. And you're going to shut up. You're going to watch it.
Okay. Can you clarify which?
Batman Begins, as I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Michael Keaton.
Not Michael Keaton. And I decided not to because first off, again, full disclosure, the Jerry Baker story.
I appreciate those.
Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman was the first thing I ever saw in a movie theater. My mother was buying tickets for another movie. I walked in as and I went into a movie theater without a ticket and watched part of the Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton Batman, and it changed my life. Anyways, so I said,
dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
I have. I married her. Anyways, so I said, we're going to watch Batman Begins. The first 5 minutes of the show where Batman falls into the well and the bats and everything. The young Bruce Wayne.
You mean Bruce, not Batman.
Yeah, young Bruce. My daughter is sitting there watching it and she goes, that's why he's afraid of bats. That's why he's Batman. And
it's all coming together.
So while she's sitting there, I got on and I canceled her college savings fund. Because it's like, I don't need it. I hope she marries well.
Bruce in a well.
Tech school for that one.
What's the one online?
MIT. Phoenix Online.
DeVry University. There's nothing wrong with DeVry University.
Send us an email, boardgamestop.com.
I wish I had a degree from DeVry.
There you go. So anyways, my son watches Batman Begins. And so we're watching it and he goes, well, when does Batman show up? And then he gets
it takes a while.
He kills the family. He's like, Batman's parents are dead. I was like, yes, son. So just if everything in
I'm mind-boggled your son is unaware of Batman.
If anything ever happens to me, you have to become Batman.
You know what you got to do.
You know what you got to do.
Except with goats.
Yeah. Goat man.
I am goat man.
Goat man.
I'll be back.
All the bald people. He just jumps on. He can jump on walls, climb walls really good.
He scales cliffs amazingly.
Punch anybody, just runs into
He
them.
can
He drives a Dodge Ram. He drives a big old souped up, jacked up Dodge Ram with a helmet with a Cummins.
Goat man.
Goat man. Anyways, he's the goat. So anyway,
Billy.
Oh, Billy. Trademark pending.
Billy.
Billy's his buddy.
It's a sidekick.
That's a sidekick.
Oh. And it's a sheep to go in there.
Hang on.
Sheep
Trademark
boy.
pending.
Sheep
Do not write any stories
Shaun the
about
Sheep.
Goat Man.
Goat Man and Sheep Boy.
Starring Enrique. Anyways, so we watched Batman Begins.
They're fleecing the city.
And so about halfway through Batman Begins, where he's like training with Liam Neeson, and Jack says, "Who's that guy?" And I go, "That's Liam Neeson. He trained, that's Qui-Gon Jinn." He goes, "Oh," I said, "He trained." I said, "Just calm down for a moment. This man was not only Rob Roy, which you're going to have to watch eventually. He killed Tim Roth. 2, he was also taken multiple times.
But does not have a Roth IRA.
No, he's traditional. 3, that was a great investment joke, by the way. 3, he trained Batman and he trained Obi-Wan Kenobi. He trains a bunch of people. Like if ever
Folks.
you need to be trained, he's the Naked Gun now. It's Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson just does it. He just happened. He also, The Last Kingdom, Orlando Bloom, he led the Crusades. He trained
I didn't know he was in that.
He's in it for 5 minutes. If you need somebody to train somebody, you get Liam Neeson.
He will
Liam
find
Neeson
you.
shows up. Liam Neeson showed up in 3 days. The show with Russell Crowe trying to break his wife out of prison. Shows up for 5 minutes.
Proof of life.
No, 3 days. I already said the name.
Wait.
I already said the name.
I know.
Yeah,
I thought it was the same thing.
No, it's not. That's because I said the name already.
My bad.
Pay attention. He shows up. 5 minutes.
Just didn't train his wife to ski.
Knows him.
Real quick.
Wow. From our producer from the background just uttered that Liam Neeson didn't teach his wife to ski. That is some dark stuff. That is some dark stuff. Olivia,
Wow,
listen,
that
send
is
your emails
dark.
to boardgamesnobs@gmail.com,
dark.
hating our assistant co-producer who is now, how do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself? Anyways,
I need you to do the
he's dating Pamela Anderson. Liam Neeson is on a generational run. R.I.P., Miss Leeson.
I need you to do your best Liam Neeson Taken.
I will find you. And I will.
Here, let me do it first since I've got it.
Sound Korean.
Since I've got it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Sound like that one video.
Oh.
Here it goes. Oh, but here's the thing. His name is Brian Mills.
Basic.
So white.
That's what you want. He's CIA. That's a fake name.
who you are. I don't know what you want. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Sounds very Hispanic. I like it.
Well, he's got a bit of that
He does.
Scottish or Irish brogue
He does. He has that a lot.
that he can't cover even though he tries.
That's a great.
So now you do it.
I can't do it. Enrique, you do it.
No, I can't do it. Don't
Do
worry.
it. Do it. I will find you and I will kill you. Just say that. Just say, I will find you and I will kill you.
I will find you.
Shh. Enrique's doing do it. Hang on.
I will find you. And I will kill
No, here, read it.
Read it. You have to read it from the script.
All right.
Let me turn you
Read it
up.
from there.
This is important.
It's the highlighted spot.
This is the best part of the
You can
podcast.
hear.
We can hear you.
I can't hear you at all
Plus,
now.
it amplifies
Why
in
did
editing.
he I can't hear him at all.
Okay, what about
Did
now?
you turn off your microphone? His microphone
I
died.
guess my mic was off this entire
Is your
time.
mic
All right,
on
go ahead.
now?
Go ahead.
It is now.
Do your thing.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But what I do have are a very particular.
No, you're just being Enrique.
Oh, am I?
You sound like Puss in Boots.
I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from. No, do.
Oh, the
Liam Neeson.
voice? Oh, I don't know
You
how
don't
it sounds.
want
When I-
This is not Enrique's
When I-
interpretation.
Oh.
When I find you,
I'm not gonna lie. That's never gonna work. I can't do
no,
it.
just do it.
I can't do a deep
You have to
voice.
try.
Gabby,
Talk from
I
your
know.
chest.
my voice
This
is
is-
literally too high.
We know. No,
You
you
got
got
this.
to
It
lower
really is.
My voice is high. You hear me now? This is me.
No, that's
But
not
I
high.
go,
That's
I
not
don't know who
high,
you are.
Gabby.
Do your sexy voice.
Become Optimus Prime.
God.
Do it.
Everyone named James.
Just try it, Enrique.
Oh,
Please.
All right.
it.
You can do it. Try. Come on.
Try for the audience. Patreons.
I don't know who you are.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
I don't know what you want. But I do have a
lost
but
it.
what I do have a particular set of skills.
That's just you. You're just doing your own voice.
I can't do a deep
All right, Jerry,
voice.
do
I
it.
literally can't
Give it
do
to Jerry. Let him do it.
I can't do it either.
No, you can do it.
I can't do a deep voice, Gabby. I can't.
Wait, first off, you have to get in character. You have to think what motivates you. You think about your missing daughter, what they're doing to her in Bolivia or Estonia or
I
wherever
got
she got
this.
kidnapped from.
I can't do a deep voice though. I tried.
I don't know
It
who you
doesn't
are.
work.
I don't know what you want.
You're just doing Jerry as well.
Yeah, see?
Put on a
But I
voice.
do have a very particular set of skills. And I will look for you.
See? Like,
I will find you.
yeah.
Enrique, Gabi,
I-
you are
I-
exceptional at voices.
Yeah. No,
No, really. You are exceptional at voices.
yeah, not like.
Stop.
No,
Yeah,
really.
Sorry.
No, really.
I can't
like
do
we
it.
have people. I delete emails all the time before you have to read them. People
Yeah.
going, Gabi's like could be in voice. You could read books
Yeah.
on audio.
There was a guy.
I would pay money to have you read a book in audio. I don't know what book I would need to hear your annoying voice on, but it would be one that had both masculine and feminine voices.
Risk management. Seinfeld.
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's the deal with traditional IRAs? Why do they tax? Anyways, so my kids didn't understand Batman. They watched Batman Begins after we understood that Liam Neeson trains them.
Which is not the ideal Batman to start with because it does take forever for Batman to show up.
So Jack goes, and later he comes to me and he says, that was incredible. These were his words. And he says, I said, what was your favorite part? He says, my favorite part is when he did the deep voice. So the meme of when he kidnaps that cop, he's just, I swear to God, swear to me. Jack says, that was amazing. That was absolutely, he loses his mind about Batman. So now he's at home right now.
What's his line? What's his line when he's about to, Liam
don't
Neeson's
have-
about to drop? He's like,
I'm
I don't
not-
have to save
I'm
you.
not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. And he just bats out of there.
Yeah, that's good.
And so Jack's going, this is the most incredible thing I've ever watched. And I go, well, wait a minute.
I said they get low to me.
Wait till you see the second one. I said, because the second one with Joker is the Oscar winning. It's classic. Like it's amazing. Like I remember
It's
watching.
the Godfather of Batman.
I remember watching that in the theaters and leaving and going, you'll never do that again.
no.
That won't
And
be
it
ever.
hasn't done. Been.
So
This is the thing with Batman, The Dark Knight.
tell me about it.
My wife
My wife.
hates. Me and her.
I hate your wife
You know.
too.
Wow.
Was that what you're saying? Was that what you're saying? You hate your wife?
You can't say
No.
that.
Oh,
not what I was
go-
saying.
I'm joking.
And I'm not laughing at that either.
I-
Stab us now.
Because she listens to this podcast.
no, she
Yes.
doesn't.
She
Oh.
doesn't. My wife don't listen either.
Nah.
Tell her listen.
My wife only likes documentaries and true
She
stories.
does. And which I like that.
And
about
I know
her,
that's
because
classic
I
white
love-
girl, whatever you want to
She
call
loves
it.
serial killer stuff. I like that too. Snapping fingers.
Is that what you're
I'm
into,
our
Olivia? Documentaries and true murder documentaries? Okay.
White girl
Did
summer.
you say give me some Epstein? Wow.
White girl, I know what you did last summer videos. Go ahead.
My wife, so when I was dating her, I
Mm.
took her to see Godzilla and Armageddon, and she led me astray with the fact that she stayed awake during
She
those
catfished
movies.
you.
Yeah, she catfished me.
Catfished you big
Oh, I
time.
like these movies.
No.
Then
no.
as soon as we get married, she falls asleep in them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She just likes
That's
documentaries,
funny.
which documentaries are lit.
But we went to go see The Dark Knight,
You know who else likes documentaries? Mike DeLitio.
and
ahead.
she said, "I love the Joker."
That was insanely scary for
Yeah.
normies.
She's like, "I love the Joker." I'm like, "Babe, you're not really supposed to like the Joker. He's the
No.
bad guy."
She liked him.
She was
Everyone
like,
loves the
"No,
Joker,
that
bro.
performance,
That was-
like something about that performance, I
Everyone
just
loves the
love."
Joker.
He channeled it and then said, I'm not doing another one.
Even as a kid, I love Heath
No, Heath.
Ledger's Joker.
He
It's so good.
Literally. That was it.
Well.
But anyway, that whole genre.
again, Bruce.
So to back up from this, my kids have been reading Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and I made them watch The Hobbit first, which they then said, this is really good. And I go,
movie, the cartoon?
The movie.
Well,
with Martin Freeman. And I go, this was very mid. I said, I know you think it's amazing because you haven't watched the 2001, 2002, 2003 films of The Lord of the Rings. So for a literary, kind of like, I've not watched them either, but I understand from my dear friend Dan Hughes, token British man, they're the greatest thing ever. And there's a lot of people who think they're the greatest thing ever. So we're going to watch it and we're going to be moved by it. And Jack's like, I don't think this is going to be any good. I was like, no. And so we watched it. And just so I can give my recap real quickly of all three of them, I see why people like these films. I see why people go, this is the greatest trilogy of that generation. It is simply because they're so well done. And you can tell they were done by people who cherish the source material, and you can't fit everything in for hours and hours and hours, but yet you can kind of give a sense of it. This is the epitome of how you take a book and try your best to fit it into 2 or 3 hours of film. Nothing has ever done it quite like that.
And the soundtrack was John Williams level.
You just cry. You hear
that Bridge of Khazad-dûm.
You just cry.
That's one of the best pieces of music.
You just sit
ever.
there. You just sit there and cry. And so anyways, so where I picked up last time was that we were talking about the Fellowship of the Ring, and they were all like, I've got my sword and you got my axe and I got my bow and we're going to go out and we're going to take this ring to Mordor. I had still at this time had no idea what I was watching. I knew that Sean Bean showed up. I love Sean Bean. He will forever be Richard Sharp to me. I love the Sharp movies, the series. I love it. If Sharp's Rifles is nobody.
Is that where Sharpshooter comes from?
No. No. It was a play on words.
Okay.
It's a British television series that made, we wouldn't, if some dude hadn't broke his leg as the lead actor and they panicked and had to get Sean Bean to be the lead in the show, we would not have Sean Bean because he became so popular that then they said, let's have him be the bad guy in Bond. And then he became Bond. And it's amazing. Anyways, what are you laughing at over there? Our producers are laughing.
She can laugh. They're doing
laughing
their
at
own thing.
something. They better not be laughing at Sean Bean. My grandmother had. Your grandmother? Wait a minute.
Was it an Elven?
Oh.
Your grandmother had Lord of the Rings tattoo? She did in Elfin, right?
Elvish.
Elvish.
Elfish.
On her what?
Huh?
On her boobs? Give her the mic, Enrique, right
Can
now.
we?
Give her the mic right now. Tell her. Tell that
context.
story right now. We need context right now. Tell the story. Our assistant producer Olivia has just come in. Go ahead. Tell me what happened. Your grandmother.
My grandmother had an early breast augmentation.
Mastectomy.
Well, they turned to rock, so then she had a mastectomy.
See, they turned to rock.
You know
they turned to Dwayne Johnson.
You know the early breast
Amaze.
I got it.
augmentations turned to rock.
Yes.
She had a double mastectomy, so it was flat.
Mm-hmm.
Then she had the opening elfin language tattooed across the scars.
Oh my goodness.
And then when she died,
Got dark.
it got dark.
Go ahead.
The first thing, before the undertaker came and took her, my mom says to my husband, "Get her shirt off. Let's get a picture."
That's amazing. So she was that into it.
She was not that into it.
But she had it. What? Wait a minute.
Wait
Wait a minute.
I don't know why.
Did she have breast cancer?
No, she just had
She had hard boobs,
She had
Scotty.
hard boobs.
Hard boobs.
From the
Is
early
that a thing?
It is. It's
from
a thing.
early breast augmentation.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a surgeon.
So back in the day,
Did a shit.
back in the day, there were bad. So okay, let me get on my soapbox real fast. Before they started putting the
Silicone?
implants behind the metal, please let's pay attention because you need to know about this.
Okay.
This is very important.
I'm sorry.
So a lot of times they would have different types of boobs. Boob augmentation was not great, and so you would have the hard boob issues. And so what happened?
I'm gonna have to consult the bibliography.
So paramedics would then end up coding an 80-year-old grandma who had hard boobs. And I experienced this one time. This was a myth. This was a thing that we heard about out in the ether. And when you code a 80-something-year-old woman who has very, shall we say, perky yet rock-hard bosoms trying to do CPR, it's very interesting. And you go, what in the world is this?
So what material were
do
they?
not resuscitate tattoo.
Wow.
DNR in Elvin?
Elvis.
Was it Elvish?
No, but the opposite of a DNR is Gondor calls for aid. Please resuscitate. Okay. Dan,
What?
if you're not listening to this episode, you're missing a lot. Anyways, thank you for that story.
So what were they making these hard boobs out of?
It was my grandpa did a switch with another surgeon. He did a surgery with a plastic surgeon, and then that broke.
Yeah,
that
sometimes they did
surgeon.
the material, the saline behind the muscle. There's difference. Trust me. I'm an expert on this. Go ahead. Anyways, back
Are
to
you a boobologist?
back to Lord of the Ring.
I'm going to go into the field of boobology.
Listen, we're trying to talk about Lord of the Rings. You're not going to sidetrack me. So, Boobo Bobbins.
No, you're sidetracking yourself. No, you're so.
Stop it!
Bill Boob Boggins, go ahead.
So, they're all like, you got my sword, you got my spear, you got my whatever. And so they go off and they get attacked by an octopus. There's a scene where they're in where I left off last time, was they're in this well. And is it Merry and Pippin? I can't get those guys confused. Well, the guy that's not from Lost, who's very annoying, he knocks stuff down the well, and then this sword starts glowing, which is very racist. This whole show is very racist. They have this sword that glows whenever there's orcs around, or urloks, or urroks, or whatever they call them. So his sword starts glowing, and they're like, there must be.
Pause. Are we still in fellowship, or are you?
We're in fellowship. We're in fellowship. We're in fellowship.
Wait, what's
We're in
part
fellowship.
two?
We're in fellowship. We're in fellowship. It's not
Two towers.
towers. We're in fellowship. We're in fellowship.
You're still in fellowship.
And so, anyways, all these orcs bust in.
3-hour movie.
It's just 4 hours if you watch this. So they bust in and they fight, but then they run and
They're like something's abreast.
yes, and they get attacked by this flaming flying thing that they're all like, this Morgoth thing. This just flaming dude shows up.
Morgoth.
And he shows up and they all run and Gandalf does what he always does. He says, we got to get out of here. Gandalf says, we can't deal with this type of evil. This is beyond our XP. And they run to this bridge. And that's when he turns around and says, y'all go ahead. I'm going to do my thing. And he says, I'm the keeper of the flame, secret fire. And you get away from me, Satan, or whatever.
I'm glad he's keeper of the flame because Garth Brooks the keeper of the stars.
Yeah. Yeah. He says, very interestingly, so he Garth Brooks it. So like he hits his staff into the bridge and says, you shall not pass. And the flame monster and him fall. But Spoiler alert.
You think he's
he
dead?
comes back later as that Garth Brooks character later. He comes back as Chris Gaines. He comes back, he levels up. He's white
Starts
Gandalf.
killing people.
He went from Gandalf the Gray that he decides to be Gandalf.
He went from gray to white.
He got white and he's got that power.
And that's your
He's
favorite
got
color,
that
isn't it,
very type
Jerry?
of power. Now,
Boom. We talked about
I
that.
like Zendaya. I'm saying, and y'all are just
You like
hating
half
on
of
me.
Zendaya?
Shut up. I hate that y'all are hating on me. I said one thing about Zendaya. I come out and say one bad thing about Zendaya, and our producers all get on all wild on me. Just because I don't think she's a great actress. She's all right.
It was
She's
pretty
mildly
racist.
attractive.
Wait,
Enrique is Zendaya attractive.
no, she's mid.
Okay. Enrique's boygamesnods@gmail.com. Anyways, so they're all thinking Gandalf is dead. So they go, and so they're all like, Frodo has the ring still. And Sean Bean is like, dude, you need to give me that ring. And he's talking. What freaks me out is that
He's like, put a ring on it?
he's like, yeah. He's like, all the single ladies. They're all very small people. And so Sean Bean is like, give me that ring.
With big feet.
They are
Big
like
hairy
13 feet. And then he's like, no, because when you put the ring on, they go invisible. So Frodo goes invisible. And Sean Bean's very upset about this. And Sean Bean's trying to apologize because he encroached on Frodo's space. Then the next thing that happens is the orcs find them. And this epic battle begins. They are fighting. And old Viggo Mortensen now, that dude he tears them up. He's tearing them up. And at the end, Boromir, what's Sean Bean's character's name? Boromir? I can't remember.
Yeah, Boromir.
Boromir. He's like, I got to go save the other little people. So he goes and tries to save Merry and Pippin because they're getting surrounded by the orc people. He starts fighting them, and he takes an arrow to the knee or to the clavicle. Then he gets another arrow, and then he gets another arrow. He keeps catching arrows. This guy will not dodge arrows. He has no agility. His agility
Agility -3.
-3 till Viggo
Dodge an arrow, man.
Viggo Mortensen shows up, kills a guy, and then he's like, so the thing that
So was Boromir of mankind, of man,
yes, he's a man.
Yeah.
He's very manly,
as was Viggo Mortensen.
and he has a horn, and his whole his whole thing is he blows the horn, and that was his thing. That's how they knew they were in trouble because he
Should
started.
have been Blowramir.
Wish I thought that myself. So he dies, but he redeems himself.
Shocker.
He redeems himself. He's like, I would have if you were king, I'd have been all about that. That's what he told Viggo. And Viggo's like, man, that's solid of you. You're a bro. And then he died.
Spoiler alert. So in the very last movie, Viggo becomes king, right?
Pretty much.
I think
That's
so.
what I found. So after this,
I literally haven't seen these movies in 20 years.
we go into the Towers of the Two Kings, or the Two Kings, or the Two Towers.
Return of the Two Towers.
Two Towers.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. This messed me up because they follow everybody in different ways because you got Merry and Pippin that were captured by orcs and then they escape the orcs and then they get captured by trees. Talking trees. I did not like the talking trees. I did not understand what is our producers talking about?
It reminded me
Y'all
very
have
much
anything
of.
to add regarding the Viggo Mortensen.
It reminded me very
No
much
Viggo
of.
Mortensen?
They could do their own thing.
I was seeing they had something to add. I like
You
checking
remind
with
me of my father. Anytime I was doing something like, he'd be like, "What are you doing? What's
I am
going on over there?
I am your daddy.
Passing notes. Give me that note."
I'm your daddy.
The Two Towers.
Call me daddy.
The Two Towers was 2002.
Yeah, I said 2001, 2002, and 2003. They're all
2000, and they all came out during Christmas.
Christmas. Yes, on Christmas Day.
I thought, never mind.
I've already said this 3 times.
No, just,
I know you just don't pay attention.
No, you don't know where I'm going. I'm going Denise Richards, James Bond, Christmas. Anyway,
Oh, you're working on Christmas.
James Bond had a quote at the very end of that movie. It's funny.
No, he didn't have a quote. She had a quote. She said, "You want to wrap your gift?"
No, he
That's what
said,
she
"I
said.
thought Christmas." You snowman Nelson.
Oh, Pierce Bronson. He was a.
You made me say it.
No, well, you can edit that out. No, don't
I'm
leave that.
going to
in.
have to.
No, you won't. It's okay. Either way, that was from To Die Another Day, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, not To Die Another Day. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
No, not Tomorrow Never Dies. It was the other one that I really liked. There's Die
Another Day was the Halle Berry one,
I didn't like that one.
or the Madonna one.
No, that was both of them. Madonna and Halle Berry was in that. You know how I feel about both of those actresses. There was Tomorrow Never Dies, which is the second one that he did, what was awful. And this one was To Die. No, tomorrow's not enough. Today's not enough. Tonight's a good
The
enough.
world is
The
not
world
enough.
is not enough. I was close.
The world.
That's the one I really liked. I liked the
Really?
I love that one.
I
Because it
did
had
not-
the Russian guy that couldn't feel pain because he got a bullet in his head and he couldn't feel pain, which is apparently all it takes to get
The
painless.
ones I did not like though was the one where it had the he had the invisible car.
That was the last one he did. That was
Those were-
awful.
those
That
were-
was awful. Halle Berry. As soon as they try to make her as equal to him, when you're a Bond girl, you're a Bond girl.
Yeah.
You can't be equal to Bond. Anyways, so on the Two Towers, Gandalf comes back,
So now we're in Two Towers.
which messes me up
Okay.
because I said Two Towers. He comes back as white, and he's like, "I leveled up, son. I killed that dragon."
Oh, that's leveling up to you, huh?
That's what happened. He leveled up. And he comes back and he says, "Listen, I got powers now." And so that really confused me. What are you laughing at, Enrique?
It's like no,
I hate all the accusations I get all the time from you two.
he is in the.
Wait,
I'm the minority on this podcast.
We're just bringing stuff
I'm the minority on this
off air to
podcast.
on air. That's all.
Oh, I get you. I see what
He
you're
is
saying.
in the greatest whiteness that you could.
Enrique, what are you talking? So I didn't understand. First off,
Which half of Jack do you love the most?
here's the thing that I don't understand about Gandalf is that the whole thing doesn't make sense. Because did he die?
He fell off a bridge and then came back. Like, there's no explanation. I didn't read the books.
But in the movie, it depicts that he fights this dude and then comes back. I don't know. Anyways, all I know is that he's back and he's like, "Fellas, we got this figured out." And so they all show up at this battle that they all going to fight at this area.
Battle of the Trees.
Battle and the trees are fighting their own battles. Trees are like Greenpeace. But the trees took forever to convince of anything. They were oak. They were not.
Oh, I never finished my thought. The trees reminded me of the Neverending Story, like the
Yeah, I didn't like-
nothing.
I didn't like
and
that.
the rock monster.
I didn't like Never Ending Story. I'm going to come out and say I didn't like it. It messed me. It was weird.
All right, go ahead.
It really did mess with me.
Are you kidding me?
It really did mess with me. It did.
Neverending Story.
Did the Never Ending Story
That's like
did that kind of freaky?
Literally my favorite movie as a child.
It's kind of freaky.
It was, and
It-
that's what made it impact. The
that's what
nothing,
got
that
me.
wolf.
It kind of got me, that wolf, that freaky. It really freaked me out. I don't know what about it. It just freaked me out. It just really did freak me out. It made me
Artax and the Swamp
It
of
did.
Sadness.
It was dying. It did. It messed me up. It was weird.
It messed me up too,
It messed
but
me
in
up.
all good ways.
All
like I felt it was my 12-year-old, 8-year-old Project Hail Mary.
I don't know about you. It just messed me up.
Oh, it's good.
I don't know if it's good. I don't know. Maybe it freaked me out.
Well, I don't know why I'm blanking, but what was the name of the flying luck dragon?
The flying what? The rainbow Puff the magic dragon.
Not Artax.
Puff the magic dragon.
No, the dragon. Artax.
Our producers aren't that great.
God.
Puff the magic
Go
dragon.
ahead.
Anyways, so the battle assumes they're on the bridges and at the Twin Towers. These other dudes show up and they're like, "We're gonna fight," and then they end up throwing the little the elven dude. He ends up like getting thrown. It was crazy.
You're distracted. You're not doing your thing.
I'm looking up something here that's very important to this whole thing because
Falcor. Good God, I had to get that out. Falcor.
who's Falcor?
The flying luck dragon in Neverending Story, the white thing that had like brain stuff on the back of his head that was weird. The princess, I was in love with the princess. Anyway,
It sounds like you have things you won't talk about there. That sounds very.
I was
very
8 years old. How old was I when a Neverending Story came out? 1984. I was 4, 5, 6, I was 7 years old. You were born in 83? Neverending Story.
So, anyways, they did this charge with all these animals, with all
Or
these
Stranger Things.
these-
Yeah.
these horses that was based on the Battle of Constantinople, the Ottomans,
Gotcha.
and all that. So they had.
Jerry will never know.
I'll never know. I don't like that show. It
You don't have
messed
to.
me
Go
up.
ahead. Go ahead with your Lord of the Rings stuff. Go
So,
ahead.
anyways, this is a very moving battle because they battled hard, and that's all I'm going to say about it. They battled so hard.
Is there another way to battle?
No, well, you could battle
Soft
lacklusterly.
battles.
They solved battles. This was a hard battle. And these guys on horses battled even harder because they charged Gandalf. Here's the thing that gets me about Gandalf. He just leaves all the time.
I know.
And then comes back and is like, sup,
he does the Irish goodbye.
And then he goes, let's go, guys. And then he shows up and acts like he was always there. He battled
the whole time,
so hard. And then all the orcs get wiped out. And they survive. And they do this thing. And then they're like, what are we going to do now? So apparently, also, there's this chick that really likes the Ranger. I got that impression. And he's like, I ain't having it.
I don't know what you're talking about, the Ranger.
Yeah, the Ranger, Viggo Mortensen. He's the Ranger.
Oh, okay. See, I told you I hadn't seen this in 20 years.
She's like all hearting him, and she's like all into him. And he's like, nah, because he's into this elf lady, the lady from Armageddon.
Liv Tyler.
That's the life he wants to live. But if I guess, what I understand, if she hooks up with him, she'll die.
It will kill her?
Isn't that what happens? If she won't old, she'll die. Like they live forever. I didn't understand.
The elves live longer than men.
Yeah, yes. Or maybe she's sad that he's going to die. She's real depressed that he'll die because she'll get so old.
I'd have to watch it. I don't know.
Pretty sure that's what the thing is. I didn't quite understand it. He is really into this elf.
And then there was also, isn't Thor's sister in this one?
Thor's sister?
Yeah.
I don't know who you're referring to. I think that was the lady I might be referring to.
Chastain?
She was blonde.
No, not Chastain.
Constantine?
The British lady.
I believe so. Is this Liam Hemsworth's sister?
Liam Hemsworth. Yes.
Is that who you're talking to?
I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about. Anyways, so Belvedere's.
Oh, yeah. Great at names. Kate Blanchett. Good Lord. That's what I'm thinking of.
What is she?
Galadriel.
Kate Blanchett's not Galadriel, is she?
Yes. Galadriel.
She's Kate Blanchett's Galadriel?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she is Galadriel.
She's an elf, too.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm Galadriel. You brought that up?
You see what I did there? Anyways, so there's a lot of stuff going on in this show that's hard to explain, but they basically fight at this tower. But here's what got me, is that Frodo and Sam, they're just nobody, they completely forgot about the ring, this whole movie.
Do all the rings make you disappear?
I don't know what they do. I think they're kind of like Captain Planet, where one makes you disappear,
one does this, one does that.
Makes you do something else. I don't know.
One makes you bigger.
One makes you like really smart. I don't know what they do. This one ring, the power it has is like it warps you into the nether regions.
Do your best Gollum.
My precious. Oh, my favorite. That's my daughter's favorite character.
My precious.
That's his favorite. That's her favorite character. She really thought that he would got gypped on that because I felt sorry for Gollum. But I'll get to my end point here. So Two Towers was kind of they did a lot of cool fighting. It was the cool Empire Strikes Back episode. Then they get to the Return of the King, which the king, I guess, is Viggo Mortensen. And they finally, so Sam and Frodo, they hook up with Gollum. And Gollum's like, we're going to go up this mountain, and I can tell you where to go.
Come down a hill.
And they're like, listen, there's a spider. He didn't tell them that there's a spider in there. They go into this cave, and there's a spider. And this spider wraps up Ethan, what's his name? What's the name of his name? What's the guy that plays Frodo? Frodo. Wraps up Frodo. And
God that plays Frodo.
Yeah, wraps him up. And he's like, Sam is like, Rudy's freaking out. He's like, we got to go get this guy. And so he stabs.
Freaking cave spider's freaky.
It's freaky.
I hate spiders.
I love spiders.
Spiders or snakes? Which would you prefer?
Spiders. Duh.
I would prefer a snake.
Are you insane?
No, I would prefer a snake over a spider.
How are you?
A
snake will kill you.
But I prefer a snake over a spider.
You can kill a spider so easy.
But the spiders freak me out. All them in fact, Project Hail Mary, Rocky was a little too spider-like.
Oh my, he's coming out. Now he's anti-Rocky. He's showing his
wow, already anti-Rocky? What's wrong with you?
He just was a little too spider-like. A little too
He's
spider-like.
A crab. Either way,
I'm an arachnid.
That's so weird. Arachnophobia. That's so weird that you don't. I can't even tell you. You've gone. That doesn't make any sense.
What?
I will take a snake over
take
a
a snake
spider.
over a spider because he hates spiders that much.
Spiders
you can kill a
freak
spider.
me out.
You can kill a spider. How many snakes have you killed?
3.
Okay.
And one was
how many
a rattle.
Snakes have you?
And I shouldn't have done that.
You killed a rattlesnake.
I chopped its head off.
You did?
And then I realized they're a protected species.
They're not protected.
They're not?
No. Kill them.
They are.
Kill them. No, they're not.
I think they
Why
are.
would you protect something so vile? Like, I guess we protect Karens. Either way, my point being is that
but we
Frodo,
insult
The big
Karens, so-
spider.
Frodo gets captured and wrapped up, and Sam.
Please.
But here's the thing: but I didn't realize the hero,
Mhm.
the hero of this show
Banana spider.
is Sauron. No, is Sam. Sam is
Samron.
Samron is the OG. Because the
Yes.
whole time where Frodo is
Everybody
getting
agrees.
all kind of weak and
Yeah.
feeble, Sam's like, Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, Sam carried the whole show.
Mr. Frodo. And I'm going to say something controversial. All the dialogue in this is cheesy.
In what way? Like it's overly loving?
Cheesy. It's constant Frodo. Sam, friendship. It's very lowbrow dialogue until they get to the main dialogue, till they really hit on it. Like there's some emotional points, but the in-between dialogue is all blah, 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 blah.
Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo.
I love you.
I love you, Frodo. It's very weird. But then
You're my bro,
but
Samwise.
there are some points to where it's very moving, but it's cheesy all the way.
I think it's to build the whole fellowship thing. Like you feel the
and
brohood.
I also don't think they're like, the thing that defeats evil is friendship. I think what defeats evil, in my experience, is tomahawk missiles. I think that's the way you get stuff done. You got to get people out there with swords and spears. But they're all like, if we're just really friendly with each other.
Love defeats evil.
No,
Jerry.
love didn't defeat evil. It's all those boys that were on the front line charging in them
Let's see
horses.
love defeat a tomahawk missile.
That's
all right?
exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying is that
There's some Care Bears out there.
Yeah,
See what's going on.
they're all like,
If we just hold hands.
yeah, it's like no, they got out there and had to be killing some orcs. Anyways, here's the thing that I found very interesting.
How do you feel about the racism of Lord of the Rings?
There's a lot of it.
Because
I
that's
kept
the thing
pointing
they
it
say
out.
is that the orcs are.
I kept pointing out all the races. I said, "There's racism. There's racism. Do you have a sword that glows when there's certain people around you?
Mhm.
Racist.
Or a dog that barks.
What?
A dog that barks.
Racism. Racism.
So was Tolkien a racist?
I don't know.
Most of those people back then were. Mark Twain?
Wow.
Absolute racist.
Really?
Come on.
Really?
Come on.
Maybe he was just using the
You
language.
think I'm laying down something new?
You're making some accusations. I don't think that he was. I don't know what you're saying. Why
Just like all the presidents.
Wait a minute. You're calling out a lot of people that you just.
Come on.
What?
The time period is all you need to know. Tolkien wrote in the 50s and 60s.
So you think just because they were in the 50s and 60s, he was racist?
Yes.
Wow.
This is nothing new.
Are you sure?
What color are the orcs?
They're like a blackish.
Do you think
green.
Tolkien was racist?
This is not a new thing.
Do you think Tolkien was racist? I'm looking it up. I'm going to Google.
Google it. Tolkien was a racist. What color were all the? Did you see a black elf?
Well, I thought like all elves were
Let's
white
see.
anyway.
According to
They've
the
always
internet,
been depicted as white.
he,
in general.
his work contained archaic racial stereotypes. But it also shows that he criticized apartheid and rejected Nazi ideology. Anyways, it was a very interesting movie. It was very interesting, but the thing that got me was that Frodo couldn't throw the ring into the fire. He couldn't do it. He failed to do it.
Who did it? Samwise?
No. Gollum fell into it accidentally. It was that catastrophe or whatever they call it, where it accidentally happens. But yeah, he couldn't get it done. He was about to put that ring on and be powerful. That's what happened. She said he want that ring, put a ring on it.
There, Richard Payne, are you happy with that? Is that what you wanted? So.
But so it's very interesting. It's very interesting films.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
It is a lot of people's Star Wars.
Yeah, I can see
It's
it.
I
I think that this generation's thing is going to be Dune. The previous generation,
there's a Marvel generation.
The Marvel generation transcends many generations because
That's
of how
true.
long it went.
It lasted
And now
for
it sucks.
20 years.
Just like Star Wars does. It sucks. And now Lord of the Rings is going to get to suck because you've got all these people writing the sequels to them. Because you got Stephen Colbert writing sequels.
Oh my god!
And all this craziness that's happened with that, so that's going to be great. Having a fan who's never wrote anything write sequels to famous literature is weird. That would be like me going, I'm gonna.
I find it extremely weird. Yeah, that you're gonna have basically. Let's have Conan O'Brien with the sequel to Lord of the Rings.
That's what they're doing. They're having Stephen Colbert of the Late Show write the sequel to the Lord of the Rings. They
Which
just
doesn't
announced
need
it.
a sequel.
Yes. So
not everything. Make an original story.
Here's why they have to do that. Number one, you have to do that to maintain your rights. Because even if you have rights to something, if you're not using it, you'll lose it. So that's why they always end up having something stupid just show up out of nowhere, is so that they can keep the rights. You have to have it. So they're due to do something of that nature. So yeah, they're going to have some stupid whatever thing show up. So that's part of it. And poor Peter Jackson has to sit there and act like he likes it.
Okay. Hard merge.
I love merging.
Into nothing related.
Oh, it's not related.
Email from Colton Riddle.
Who's Colton Riddle? I know that name.
Can one playthrough be enough?
Oh.
Hi, Snobs.
I have thoughts on this.
Is one playthrough enough? I recently played Above and Below with 2 friends. It is worker placement with an element of dice rolling. You start with 3 workers and can recruit more as you go. You build dwellings above ground and, wait for it, below ground. You can only build underground if you use an action to explore a cave and complete an objective. With this action, you choose how many works will go exploring. The more explorers, the higher the chance you complete the objective and get better rewards. I enjoyed the first part of the game till about round 4. There are 7 in total. Then I began to lose loose. Well, that's a pet peeve of mine. I began to lose my zeal for the game.
Lose, whatever. I get it. I don't know why you're acting like
it
you're superior.
Enrages me.
It shouldn't enrage you.
It's lose.
It's just
you're not
extra,
losing anything.
It's a simple.
You're not like
but you
letting out extra rope, making it loose.
What's the purpose of dialogue? What is the purpose of written word? Is to understand what the other person means. You can look at that.
Well, then write it correctly.
No, but you can look at that and know what he meant. So I'm defending you here, Colton.
Colton, I'm sorry.
And besides, it could have been
Colton,
just
I'm sorry.
a mistake.
It's an accidental thing.
Everybody does it. Loose.
All
right, anyway. Then I began to lose my zeal for the game. Without getting into too much detail about all the mechanics in our particular game, by the last round, I was let down. I felt the beginning.
Is there a hole in my sock?
It's an anchor.
What is wrong with my sock?
Nothing.
It's an anchor.
Without getting into too much detail about all the mechanics in our particular game, by the last round, I was let down. I felt the beginning of the game potential, and I got excited for the possibilities, but it felt like the game ended around too early. That's one word. Around too early. A round too early, and the explore mechanic didn't. By the time you had enough resources and explorers to actually gain anything of value with exploring, there were only 2 rounds left. These are among a couple of other gripes I had. There could have been many reasons I didn't like the game, other than the GAM being bad itself. I think we meant game.
See, this is what I mean.
We
beg people for emails, and Gombi reads them.
When are we going to play a game?
What's our favorite game?
Proofread.
Listen,
I play games
people for
with my
emails.
game
Card randomization was poor play style on my part, or maybe Mercury was in retrograde. As we wrapped up the final round and started cleaning up pieces, I mentioned my thoughts. One of my buddies agreed, and the other said he didn't want to pass judgment because we had only played it once. Feels like a fair statement, although he did mention he felt the same way as we did. The group is going to give it 1 or 2 more goes before we place it upon the shelf of shame. In the past, I've heard you guys talk about how you played a game once and loved it or hated it. I think back to your first thoughts and impressions on Terraforming Mars and Scythe. You guys both felt very different as you played more. Jerry might fight me on this, but I do believe Jerry said Terraforming Mars was Game of the Year when you first played it. I think he is thinking of the Robinson Crusoe Mars game, not Terraforming Mars.
I would not have been that because I hated
that game. You hated Terraforming Mars on the first play.
Yeah, I believe so go get you finished with that?
Of course, we as people grow, change, and mature. He didn't say and. I added that because he misspelled it. So I won't hold that against Jerry.
Oh my!
What are your thoughts on multiple playthroughs?
Did he recently start doing this? I've never heard.
What are your thoughts on multiple playthroughs before it's fair to judge?
Okay,
Keep it thick, Colton. P.S. What are the moments you find yourselves in that you listen to soundtracks? There are some I really love, and I've tried to put them on while I game or do housework, but I usually can't get through more than 1 or 2 songs before turning it off.
All right, Colton. Number 1, good for you for doing housework. 2, soundtracks. I love soundtracks. I love the Black Hawk Down soundtrack. I don't know why. I can't give you a reason for it. I've been listening to a lot of the Hail Mary soundtrack just because Daniel Pemberton, he also did the soundtrack that has several tracks that absolutely slap on the horrible movie that was King Arthur, the one with Jude Law and the guy from Sons of Anarchy. Terrible movie. Awesome soundtrack. Either way, if anybody wants to send us an email at boardgamesnob@gmail.com so Gabi can critique your vocabulary, please do so. The poor guy. We beg people for emails.
And do some proofreading.
No, it doesn't matter.
Gabi just goes on and
the purpose of communication is to be able to understand what they say. If they typo something and you still understand it, the only people that nitpick that are. That's what I feel about that.
Again, that's ironic.
It is ironic. What's ironic?
You.
Shut up. As for how many times you should play a game, and yes, I do recall the Terraforming Mars. I don't know if I said it was Game of the Year. I can't recall.
Our very first podcast episode was about that freaking Martian game that was the Robinson Crusoe, but on Mars. What was that game called?
First Martians.
Okay. I think that's what he's thinking of.
That was not. I hated that game.
I know. But you did not like Terraforming Mars on the first play, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I thought better of it than what.
Maybe so. Maybe
but either way, my point being is that Terraforming Mars was a game that could have been fixed very easily.
No. First Martians, the first episode, you were raving about it. Like you liked it, then you quickly changed.
Did I? Maybe that was the case.
I think that's what he said.
But that was a legacy type game too, so that would be the caveat there.
But this is my thing. I thought about this thing he was saying here. My point of view is, to put a fake percentage behind it, 99% of the plays will give us exactly how I'm going to feel about the game. Always, always, always. If I hate a game, if we hate a game on first playthrough, A, we're not going to go back and play it again. B, we've never gone back and said, well, you know what, it's not so bad. But the reverse is not true. We have played some games like Scythe and others that were like first playthrough, loved it. Second playthrough, okay. Third playthrough, okay, we see the faults in this game. Fourth playthrough, we're done. That's the case for me. Is some games can start off really, really good and then fall off. Other games that start off bad never get good.
I've never played a game that I hated and then liked it.
Right.
I've never played a game. Bye, Olivia.
Bye, y'all.
Our assistant producer's leaving.
Bye, Olivia.
She's on her way. That's what happens when you produce a great podcast. You don't only need one producer. Tina's still with us, though. I've never played a game that I disliked, then didn't grew to like it.
That's what I'm saying.
I have had the reverse, as you said, of a game that I thought was pretty good. So how many games? Tom, my friend Tom, answered this. He says as many as it takes. And I think that's the correct answer. Is how many games should you play of a game before you come to a conclusion? And typically, you know from experience what the mechanisms are and if they work and interplay correctly, and if it's going to be any good. If it's going to be something that you particularly enjoy or understand or it has the feel of it.
And there's been several games that we've played that have been like the first playthrough is like meh. Like we don't, it's fine. Like I was thinking Paladins of the West Kingdom. Like you played that and like you're like, I don't really care for it, but I can see certain aspects of it I like. And as a lot of the Shem Phillips games, even that game, if we start off feeling meh, we just don't go back to it. A game either knocks our socks off on the first play or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then we don't play it again.
Right. I've never had a game that really moves up, that deviates more from one notch, I guess I would say, from what my previous impression was. There's a game that I'm kind of middle of the road about that I either kind of like it or kind of more dislike it, or ones that I really, really like and now it kind of falls off.
The only one I know of that I felt, literally the only one I know of was the I forget the year, but it's something year, 8 something Vikings versus.
Yeah, the 1808. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the Vikings ones. Yeah.
So I played that. We played that 3-player. The first time something about it I didn't get, and I did not like it.
It's a 4-player game.
But Jerry really liked it.
Really liked that game.
And so therefore, that's the reason we played it again. And the second time I played it, I understood it that time.
But that's the caveat there is that game wasn't played correctly. It should be a 2 or 4-player game. It should just be a 4-player game. And so I think really what his question is how many times do you have to play a game to really be able to have an informed opinion on it? It depends on the complexity of the game. There are games for which I have played that I knew my initial impression of it was not going to be correct. For instance, Zolkin and Gaia Project. Both of those, I played those and right away knew I don't know if I can form a good opinion about them because they were so complicated and so complex that I needed to think on that and play it again because one, Zolkin made me feel stupid. Gaia Project confused me and it seemed like I was not playing them correctly. That's my biggest pet peeve about reviewers is that sometimes their initial bias of a game does not allow them to look past it. And they can't go, well, I don't like this, but this is a good game. That drives me absolutely insane. I can play something and not like it and still know this is the group. This is the people that this will speak to. This is good in these areas. I myself don't like it, but this is what it's designed to do. I hate Machikoro. I understood why it was so popular. I played Space Base and went, this is decent. I see this group of people, this type of player. This is why they'll like this. It's fine with me. But that's the key to it, is that how many plays, if I had to put a number on it, I think that realistically, you should play each game twice. Each game twice.
I was thinking 3 times as well.
Maybe 3. But simply because of the fact that
to make sure you don't love it too much, want to make sure you don't hate it too much, and the third time to be like, okay.
If I was a professional reviewer, if this was and I say professional because I am a professional, but I mean if I was getting paid to do this was my living. If I had a YouTube channel or a podcast or something that I was actually making, if I was the Dice Tower, Tom said, Jerry, we need you to be on the Dice Tower, and he sends me a game and says, Jerry, play this game. In no way, shape, or form would I give a review on a game until I played it 3 times.
With different player counts.
More than, not necessarily with different player counts, but yes, I would probably vary it. I think there is a determination of playing it with 2 and 3 and the minimum player count and the maximum player count. I think that is the key to most of it. That you do sometimes you can kind of tell with a game. I'm thinking of Barrage. Barrage is a game to me that changes. It is a completely different game with 2 people, a completely different game with 3 people, and a completely different game with 4 people. If you play Barrage and you hate it, I can almost go, oh yeah, you played it once and you played it with 3 people and you didn't play it right because 3 people, 2 of you fought and 1 of you didn't. That's how it went. And the guy who didn't fight, he won. That's how that game's played. You play it with 2 people who are either competing against each other in an engine building game, or you're playing with 4 who are fighting the entire time. You play it with 3, it changes the game completely. So there's caveats like that. But other than that, like, I would not review a game. If I was a professional, I'm getting paid, this is my job, this person playing it less than 3 times. Even if I knew the first time that I hated this game, I'm going to play it 2 more times so that I could be able to focus in on exactly what I hated and see if it's a thing. One of the worst games I have ever played in my life is a game that still gets sold in a little blue tin called Millie Bourne. Enrique's mother loves this game. Many moons ago. I'm talking like nearly a decade ago.
I think, it was a decade.
I had that game because it's like a bicycle riding racing game. Bought this game, sat down, played it with Janine. And as I'm playing that with Enrique and Janine, this is a game to where every time you flip out a card, if it's a stop card, you can't move. And every single time, I got that one card that kept me there, and I hated this game because immediately I knew the flaw in it. But she didn't care about it. She loved that game. And I'm going, yeah, but if you keep doing this thing, you can't go anywhere. It doesn't matter. You have no other option. Like, I can literally sit here and not. It's like playing war, where you just flip a card out and all you beat me. There's no strategy to it. I can't fix this thing, and that drove me insane. Goes down as one of the worst games I've ever played in my life.
She won every game, too.
Won every game. And because of that winning and her going, this is a great game, well, it's because you're winning and you're not recognizing the stochastic nature of the deck where she didn't care. Like, you're just flipping it out. You just flip, and then as long as I flip this card out and I keep getting a stop, I'm not going anywhere. Of course you're going to win because it's so randomized. It's like playing Sorry, where you just flip out a card and you do what the card says. There's no decision to be made. It drove me insane. So there's games like that where this sucks. But did it just suck this one game? Well, play it 2 more times just to make sure that, that was not
It
just
double sucked.
Yeah, it really did. So, I'd say if I was a professional, to give him a solid answer, because another pet peeve I have is when people don't give somebody a clear answer. When somebody asks you a question and go, how many times should you play a game before you review it? And people say, well, as many times.
Well, it varies.
No, 3 times.
3 times. Boom, done.
3 times.
That's
it.
If you absolutely hate it the second time,
I would
give it the third time.
I would, if I absolutely hate a game the second time, I would play it the third time so that I could gather my thoughts on each little. I would be honing my hatred for it. One must hone one's hatred.
Hone the hate.
And go, this is exactly what's wrong with it. Because the third time I'm playing it with the idea of how I would fix it.
Enraged.
Here's what I would take out of it. Here's what I would add to it. Here's why this bottleneck. So Terraforming Mars is a perfect example. I fixed Terraforming Mars for everybody. You're welcome. If you want to play Terraforming Mars the right way, after Gabi had played it solo and going, this is a solo game, and it's much better solo. And I go, here's how you play it solo. I got the game from him one day, took it home, and sorted the freaking cards.
Like Underwater Cities did.
Which is infinitely better than Terraforming Mars in many, many ways. There's no need to play Terraforming Mars. You have
Get Underwater Cities.
In Underwater Cities, you have everything that could possibly be better. But here's how you fix Terraforming Mars. You just sort the cards into levels. And I went through and I sorted the cards into blue stack, green stacks, red stacks, orange stacks, all the different stacks, and went, these are the stacks. When I want this type of card, I'm just going to draw from that stack. I didn't even label them. I didn't sort them by value. I just went, this is orange, this is blue, this is green.
Because some are like immediate effects, ongoing effects, and game effects.
That's all I did.
Yeah.
And changed the game. And it made me so angry that no doubt somebody play tested this game and went, you've got 500 cards in this. The randomness of this is so insane. Why don't you just sort them so that they can go level 1, level 2, level 3, or pick from it?
And that's exactly why Underwater Cities fixed, because what was so frustrating was drawing a card that requires you to have this level of oxygen you won't get until
in-game. In-game.
That's so stupid.
It's like, but what got me this is like, that's basic, and Enrique will speak to this. That's basic video game design. You don't give the player something that is tantalizing. You don't go, oh, you're level 3, but you have this level 20 armor. When you get to level 20, you can wear it. But until then, haul it around. No, you don't do that. You level up concurrently with where you're at. A next step up, something to shoot for. Next step up, something to shoot for. Very easy to do. Terraforming Mars, you draw a hand, you might have a card that requires $20, and for the level to be this, and it'll be the last card you play in the game, and that is sinfully poor design. Easily fixed.
By Underwater City.
Easily fixed. You can fix Terraforming Mars. Just sort the cards. Sort the freaking cards. They refuse to do it.
Lance Collins, that was a good question.
Vladimir Succi did it.
Good email.
He fixed it. That's what I say.
Well, has there been anything else you want to discuss? Any airing of grievances?
The Lord of the Rings, I have a grievance.
Okay.
I do have a grievance.
Going back to it.
I very much have a grievance.
And we're back.
Well, say it.
I have a grievance that nobody, so like at the end of, it took forever for it to end because they had to show like
You should watch the unedited clips as well.
Yeah, they do. They just keep editing it because it's a lot.
The director's cut.
So Frodo,
long.
I'm
It's the
going to
director's cut
I'm
to
getting
the
on a
movie.
boat and I'm leaving. He's going on a Carnival cruise. And people don't realize that from books, from what I understand, he's so devastated by the fact that he, in his mind, failed. The ring jacked him up. And so now he's just getting on the boat and just going to retire some far off place. That's how the show ends.
That's after number 3?
That's in number 3. That's the end.
Okay.
It's literal as him sailing off into the sunset and Pippin and Merry and Sam all bawling their eyes out because they're like, Mr. Frodo.
Because he wakes up in bed and then they're like, oh, everybody.
Because he got stabbed or whatever. So he got stabbed and he failed to throw the ring into the fire. It just happened by happenstance. This is never really talked about. Like, everybody treats him like he's a hero, but in the end, he wasn't throwing the ring away. He was like, no, dude, this is mine. He got to the edge and put the ring on. I was like, no. And then here comes Gollum, and he bit his finger off and then fell into the fire with the ring. That messed him up. That's never addressed at the end of the movie, other than him being like, I'm depressed and I'm going away.
He needs therapy.
Right. So they go away. Apparently that's more dark in the book. The movie went for a more bright ending.
Yeah.
But in the book, it's like, yeah, this was stuff happened. This was pretty serious. I found it very interesting that was the case because I like the thought of that fact that all this friendship mess that they went through and everybody supported. Yes, because that's what it was. It was them all
bunch
being,
of mess.
we're all this friend and we're going to fight evil. And they did to it. And they helped Frodo. And Frodo's like, oh, I want to get to. And Sam supported. Sam was very supportive. Sam was OG supportive. Gets there. And then he's like at the cusp. I find it very fascinating that they didn't write it that he got rid of the ring. Like that's such a tempting editorial thing to go, and Frodo threw the ring into the fire. He resisted the urge. But at the last, he didn't do it. He failed. Nobody talks about the fact that he straight up at the end failed to do it. And it was only by happenstance that it happened.
Well, because that's human nature sometimes.
I know, because
sometimes we can't finish it.
I believe Tolkien even said that nobody could resist that power.
Due to circumstances, it just works out for us. But thankfully, it worked out that way because I couldn't have done it myself.
Right. But he got it so far. That was the interesting part that I wish was a little more hammered on into the lore of it. Because it was like, in my mind, I'd never watched any of these films. I thought, well, Frodo just gets, he delivers the whole show made sense to me. I'm watching it and going, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens. And then they get to the end, it's like, oh, and he's going to throw the ring in. And then he doesn't do it. He's like, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to be Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to throw it in. And he doesn't.
Because you're supposed to be a good guy.
He didn't do
that
it.
Can resist
he
all
broke
these things.
at the very last. He's like, nope. He did the loop.
So that's saying there's some things that you just cannot defeat.
Which was that's the interesting thing about it, because it's like the dark side Star Wars thing of like, Luke, I'm going to shock you until you become dark. And he's like, no, Dad, I'm not doing it. And he becomes the light side. That he resists the dark side. This was a thing that was so powerful that nobody could resist it.
Like meth.
And there he goes, methany. And he goes like, nah, I've got it so far, and this is as far as I go, and I can't. So that's why everybody else avoided it. So it's this weird dichotomy where it's like the Ranger dude, nobody else is touching that ring. They're like, nah, son, that's your business. You're going to carry that burden. But in the end, he still couldn't get it done. I find that to be a very interesting choice in terms of writing.
I wonder what Tolkien was relating that to.
Because, well, he brought it up. He said that it was too powerful. You could not resist it. But at the end, that last nudge was he did all that he could, and then the powers that be made the incident occur to where it was destroyed. I find that to be just interesting.
So it'd be like Indiana Jones at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was able to close his eyes and resist.
That wasn't really resisting.
But
that was not resisting.
He would have been as curious as everybody else.
No, that was not curious. You know, if it's like you're going to die don't look at the arc. You know you're going to die. You're just going to close your eyes. There's no curiousness. This was not curiousness. That was a terrible analogy. It wasn't curiousness.
My bad.
This was a intense desire for power.
Drugs. Power.
It's not drugs. Drugs is addiction. This is power. Addiction is not about power. This is about power.
The power of addiction.
No, it's not. This is about power. So you don't even know what you're talking about.
The addiction of power.
No, it's not about the addiction of power. This is about power in its raw form.
White.
No. Gandalf. No.
Blue?
No.
That's what you said earlier.
I did not say that. How dare you? Rike, defend me.
Maybe you said
Oh my
powder.
goodness. I can't even deal with you people. I am trying.
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
people.
Oh my goodness.
Saying that to a Hispanic, a half black woman, and a Chilean.
Wow.
Oh.
And the only white man in here.
I'm
Jerry
one.
Baker.
I am 1/128 Choctaw. I have a
That
card.
128 does not count.
That does too. How dare
And it doesn't count.
How dare
It
you
somehow
You cannot.
wait.
You know what? You know what
The
the thing is?
Choctaws
Jerry
somehow
adopted-
make it. The Choctaws allow him to be Choctaw.
They allow
somehow.
me Choctaw. I
Jerry-
ain't-
So it's somehow like they.
How
approve
dare
that.
you
So
judge me? I'm Irish.
Jerry adopted a black child
I have all.
so as to give him freedom
He's
How
half
dare
black.
to
so
exercise
he's
his
like-
racism
How
behind.
dare- I am not. How dare you? How dare you? How Hidalgo? How dare you?
Hidalgo.
How
Viggo
dare-
Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen.
My mom loved that
That's a
movie.
great show. I have to make my kids watch that because he kills the horse.
Really?
He doesn't kill the horse in Enrique.
In the Sahara? Was that the Sahara? It was supposed to be in the Sahara.
But the horses that were used for it were off of one of the farms from
Yeah, the horses
There
were
you
from
go.
here. The horses were from here.
or kinfolk.
A horse is a horse, of course. If you want to watch a good show,
I don't.
there are two shows I'm recommending.
Oh, give
This
it.
is our Few Yards of Garbage.
Well, steal that from
Who?
Dan Hughes.
There's 2 yards of garbage I want to.
2
One, The Count of Monte Cristo on Prime.
Well, have
It's
you
really
never
good.
watched the Count of Monte? Wait. Which Count of
No.
Monte Cristo? Who stars in it?
This is a series on Prime.
I did not know
It's a
that
brand new
existed.
series,
I
2026.
absolutely
As you should.
love the old Monte Cristo.
The
Jesus
only one I'm
Christ.
familiar with is the Ron Caviezel.
The
Ron
one,
Caviezel?
Jim
Caviezel?
Jesus Christ. It's got Jesus Christ. in it.
is in it.
He's in it, and that was a great one because it's
And
got
Guy Pearce?
Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
And Guy Pearce is always. He's got that chin, and he's got that. Wow, I'm so British.
So that's the only one I'm
It's a
familiar with.
great,
And this movie, it's not a movie, it's a series.
great.
It's really good.
I want to watch it. I
Uh,
did not know that exists. Also, one of my favorite sandwiches,
Yes, from Bennigan's.
Finnegan's. R.I.P.
I don't think it's about to say. I don't think it exists anymore.
Finnegan's went out.
It's a terrible
Count of
sandwich.
Monte Cristo
Health wise for
Has
me.
like 1,400 calories in
It's
it.
a fried sandwich.
Try this freaking
With
sandwich.
sugar and
And
jam on top
And then
of
they
it.
do raspberry jam.
Oh my god.
Count of Monte Cristo.
That's what Gina said last night. I said, babe, I was watching the 5th
Great
episode.
sandwich. Top 10
I said-
sandwiches. Go.
I said, babe, this show's good. She's like, I don't know anything about Monte Cristo except that's what we should eat at Bennigan's.
Oh, that was the it. I got into a snowball fight in the parking lot of Bennigan's and then went inside and ate a Count of Monte Cristo.
It was just the Monte Cristo.
No, I call it the Count of Monte Cristo. And I remember that because it was an amazing time period.
They should have made it the Count of Monte Crispo.
The count of calories.
Same.
It was. It was you not counting your calories.
It was tremendously terrible for you, but also good. Also on Prime,
All right.
Young Sherlock,
Is it
is-
good?
freaking amazing.
Really?
Okay,
I showed my daughter.
you may or may not like this aspect of it, but they do a Smallville thing.
Oh no!
What do you think I'm going to say?
Is it super sexy?
Yes, it is. It is,
Smallville.
but no, it's not that.
Okay.
Much like Clark and Lex start off as buddies,
Moriarty.
him and Moriarty
Because
start
he
off as
can't
buddies.
have Watson. Okay.
And I really like it because
Okay.
throughout the series, you're seeing Moriarty be like,
I'm down with it.
he's a little questioned.
I'll be all
little
right with it.
question.
Okay.
And at the end, he's really questionable.
Okay.
And you can see, like Moriarty, like you can see Sherlock is this person. He has these values. He has these standards. Moriarty's he's the wild card. I love it, man.
So I watch
Guy Ritchie.
I love anything that's Guy Ritchie. I'm in on. I have seen that series. I have not watched it. I made my kids, because of that series coming out, I made my kids watch the BBC Sherlock, and they just blew their mind. Absolutely blew their mind because my daughter had read
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. That's like they just insane.
Those are insanely.
Those
good.
are
This is a different
the first
vibe.
Season of the BBC Sherlock.
There was an old 80s movie
Prime
that was young Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
I absolutely loved. Nobody ever talks about
it. Because it had young Indiana
and it
Jones.
was very dark.
The young Indiana Jones.
Like they were doing satanic rituals, basically.
Bristow County Jr.
Love that movie.
And all that.
That's this show, but a little more upgraded, upbeat.
Very nice.
It's good.
Very nice.
I recommend it. And it's family friendly. The Count of Monte Cristo, it's got a few deaths that are maybe a little bloody for a family, but it'd be all right.
Be all right. All right, that's going to do it for this episode.
It's a good one. I enjoyed this one.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's all I do this for. I don't care. I don't care.
Send us an email for your thoughts on anything
Bobby can
that
critique your email.
I will critique it.
Please.
Just proofread it.
A lot of spelling. Please do the worst spelling miseries. Just do it. I'll read
Don't put loose for lose.
I get
it will make me loose my mind.
You don't have. Oh my.
Stop hazing.
Sarnay's calling me. Go ahead.
Stop
Whatever.
hazing our
This is the end of
email.
it. Say goodbye, Enrique.
Yeah.